Welcome, my friends, a deck that is bringing us back to the Destruction Archetype. We are titling this one the Death Knull. After the demise of Death Wave, there has not really been a meta destruction deck, but this one I do think has some legs for us. We are playing a more honest form of destroy, trying to get death discounted without any kind of energy cheats, which was what Wave was doing, and it has a star player in the Sabretooth of all things, previously completely overlooked. But here, if Sabretooth is destroyed and then empowers the Knull as a finisher, and then Sabretooth comes back to the board, that is a 3-8 stat line of efficiency. Very nice to be able to see. Even better if it was the Venom who destroyed him, and the Venom is going to be able to carry over that 4 points again, which means then we're at a 312 stat line of efficiency. Of course, you have to factor in the cost of Venom, which is behind tempo, and then Knull, which is starting out at 0 as well. Things get complicated as the web of synergies comes together, but because this deck is only trying to destroy cards, everything is able to work together, and you actually have a lot of flexibility in terms of how you end up generating your big finishing point stat line. You have the Death. If you've been able to get a lot of discounts on her, she can come down as a big swing. You have the Knull as a big finisher. You have Nimrod. If you've been able to hold back the Carnage, the Venom, the Deathlock to be able to destroy Nimrod a couple times on the final turn, and also if you have used the Negasonic to be able to pop the Nimrod, you can see an excellent stat line arrive right there. The Negasonic with the buff, even if she is destroyed, is still putting extra power on the Knull, which is one of the reasons that I was coming in here, one of the excuses I was using to revisit this list. And then in the early game, we're looking at Deadpool, Nova, Bucky as our setup pieces to be able to begin accessing their different synergies. It's killing me that I'm not using the current Wolverine. Maybe he deserves a spot instead of the Bucky Barnes, but it's hard to deny the value of the Winter Soldier coming out in such high tempo, especially with one of our paths to victory being destroying the Bucky, and then again consolidating power of the Winter Soldier all on the body of the Venom to be able to then copy through with the Taskmaster. There are so many different looks. You have to be flexible as to what you have drawn. Keep your options open as you play out the game, but I really love how the list comes together. Let's dive into our gameplay. T1 carry up? I mean, my man, you have to have a season that you should be playing instead of being here snapping against me, but who am I to judge what you do in your off time? Nova into the Deadpool. Do you start Deadpool? I think you start Deadpool. They might just retreat already. Oh, match made in heaven. Regenerating hero who can never die. And the Altar of Death will be able to give us additional... That is a beautiful Okoye. Beautiful Okoye. But will be able to give us additional money as we kill him over and over again. And then no. I dreamed this could happen to me. I dreamed it could happen. I'll go Bucky here. Be able to keep the Winter Soldier sticking on the altar. Next play is actually going to be able to do Deadpool plus Deathlock to get the scaling from the Nova rolling onto him. But that's an early Sera. Maybe there is something that's going to be able to catch us. I don't think so. What is this? Oh, do I kill Deadpool or do I hit the stack? Because I'll have a Nimrod over here with the Deathlock. Wow. I can also play Negasonic into the Nimrod for an extra 10 points on the Knull. I think we go straight destructions here, get even more energy. What is Sera going to be running? I mean, a turn 3 Sera? That is also terrifying. Angela and the Nova. Okay. The opponent runs Killmonger. We're going to have to style around that. I'm terrified here because I feel like I'm just running the table, but I know he's staying in for a reason and is going to have powerful combos against us. Please, can I draw Venom? That would be the icing on the cake. All right, they're going to stack up all of their energy right here. They also got the Okoye very early, which was buffed to the Nova, and they did not buff the Angela, but did buff the Nova. Fascinating. Wasp dies just for the monies. That was their hub card, I believe. Scarlet Witch says no more shenanigans. Fair enough. I'm sure they were wishing that they would be able to be played that one down much earlier. Ah! It all came through. Oh my gosh. I flip first. Chance for Negasonic to do what she do. Hold on, I want it to be the last card. Sabretooth, Negasonic. Oh my gosh. With only finding a single destruction piece in the Deathlock, here we stand. And if they play in and then the Negasonic destroys something, she's gonna continue to fuel Mr. Knull. 35 power already. Listen guys, I understand. Altar of Death was a huge boon to us, but there's a number of locations that synergize with destroying your own cards. So you could find combos that are going to be able to empower you even without Altar of Death appearing. Go Mysterio waiting for the Killmonger. JG. Wow. I lost 50 points and I still have 50 on the board. I'm sure many people are saying this. Teddy, why are you running Negasonic when you could just run Killmonger? It's a great trade. You're able to probably generate more value in terms of the destruction, stacking up the value of Knull if you're destroying one costs on the opponent's side of the board. But here the Negasonic has the synergy with the Nimrod, which I'm a little bit of a sucker for that combo. It doesn't normally come together, but I love it when it does, and trying to find the use from the buff on Negasonic. So that's why I'm running her here. But of course, if you don't have her, just slide in the Killmonger and you should be golden. Invisible War. Owning Vats for us. You'll love to see it. Alright. What is the overpowered play line here? Then you play Sabretooth. Sabretooth comes back. Then you play Venom. Venom will be a 7 power, get cloned back into hand. The Sabretooth will also return. Hold on, it will not come back. Oh no. Yeah, it doesn't come back. So what happens first? The Venom will stick and the Sabretooth will come back, I believe. I believe that is the case. Fascinating, fascinating. Also, very interesting. Oh, there's a hub card. If the Invisible Woman was core to their game plan, getting Negasonic down. Oh, she wouldn't actually destroy a card played behind Invisible Woman, right? Because the card's not considered played until it reveals. It would still get the on-reveal effect off. Yeah, that sounds right. I think I still Venom here. They're gonna go blue. Little Sera Surfer 3's action up against us. If only the hub had not choked up our hand with the Black Widow here. Then we could have gotten the 7 power Venom back. Bono was having none of that. I think we were still in a good spot. Nice early Deadpool for us. Challenging question, do we destroy him immediately with the Carnage, or do we set up the Sabretooth a little bit later on and destroy both of them together? Immediately solved for us. Kind of hoping that Sakaar was going to pull the Sabretooth there. Wave means that neither of us can play. We'll just kind of stall out. So, what are you? And there's the Venom. That's really nice. So turn 3 here is Sabretooth. Turn 4 is Deadpool plus Venom. Vormir, never mind. I think I just let the Sabretooth, or do I let the Deadpool die? If I let the Deadpool die, he doubles to 4, comes back to hand. Then I could play him and Venom together. He would double up to 8, where I would play him with Deathlock, and then I would play him with Venom after that. I think just empowering the Deadpool, because the doubling factor really is worth it here. Are they going to play yet another energy cheat, like Galactus, right? Yep. Electro Wave. I mean, they could be just ramp. Oh no, there's the Nimrod. Okay. Play Deadpool, play Deathlock. I want to get Nimrod down. If they Galactus and I've got the Nimrod scattering in. Oh man. Got the Knull, the Death to be able to draw into as well. Give the Galactus player a taste of their own dang medicine. There's the Doc Ock. It is Galactus. Here we go. Please order. Taskmaster copies, even though that card was not played. Is that allowed? Chat, is that allowed? That's a very interesting move on the task. Maybe it's a visual bug? And he was copying... Nope. He was actually copying the Deadpool. Who am I to judge? I got points from it, so... I got the Nimrod spitting fire. My destructions are gone, though. I suppose that we play Sabretooth because he'll come back for free. Do I invest the Deadpool anticipating Galactus will destroy and then bring us over to a factor where he doubles yet again up to the 16? Where does he play? He's probably holding Galactus Null right now and thinking that he's safe. Could play over here to Vormir where I already have the 2 Nimrods, right? That's the idea. Play on mid. Alright. It's gonna burn so much if I don't actually draw the Null. There he is. So the Nimrods move over and completely fill the location. Yeah, that's a better move for him. It would have filled whether or not I played the Deadpool as well. And then he's holding Null, right? Null wins. Null wins so hard. I legitimately thought that we'd be able to give the Galactus player a taste of their own medicine. Another time, another time. 80 power Null left on the board. I'm feeling this one, guys. Music is bopping. We have a great opening hand. I'll go Bucky here. Set up the Deadpool. Hope to be able to destroy him, stack up the kill. Morbin. Maybe Negasonic has something special for us here. Discarding Lady Sif, discard. Oh. I wanted the Negasonic to be able to kill their Dracula that they were undoubtedly going to play here on Kiln. I guess I could set up the Sabretooth, eh? And then on the final turn I play Deadpool Carnage. That's a nice stack. Does it beat the Morbius and the Collector? Probably not, but I'm also in a position where I have to do this destruction. To gain value. Turn 5, I kill Sabretooth again, Deadpool again, and I stack up the Venom. It'll make them sweat if they do not have MODOK, but otherwise they'll be fine. There's the Dracula. Might get the death though? That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. I'm up a lot. I don't know if it's enough though. There we go. Play this. Another 2 destructions. Death will be getting a little bit cheaper. Null will be getting a little bit stronger. I think right now Death Deadpool is still the better option. Yeah, for sure. Here we go. Storm and they do hit the APOC, which is going to be able to help out the Collector a little bit more. Ooh. Getting a little dicey there, Maple Jeff. So you did hit the APOC, who's going to be a 16 power. I can match that just immediately here. Play the Nova to be able to stuff the Nebula. Play the Deadpool to get the go-ahead. We got it. We got it. Do you have MODOK now? That could still be the piece that stops me. The Chavez into the APOC, but for once he is not strong enough. So here is the deck in all of its destroying and re-destroying glory. Love getting to play the Destruction Archetype. I think the synergies are incredibly fun. Still tinkering around to be able to find the exact right blend of what to bring here, because Wolverine, very desirable. Beast can work incredibly well in these kind of lists as well. Giving Deadpool more support, always a great move. Even having Wave to be able to combo with cheating down the Null or cheating down the Nimrod gives you some very interesting points of flexibility. There's a lot here in the archetype, and I think it is being overlooked. If you guys pick this list up, I hope it earns you many cubes on your climb up to infinite. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.